Hello friends and fans of the New England Patriots. A great Friday to all. Pats Nation was surprised as a speech by legend Dante and stirred up the teams backstage. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any New England Patriots updates we post here. Count Dante among the growing number of football personnel and players who believe that Ezekiel Elliott will succeed in his new home in Foxborough. During his weekly appearance on WEI's Gresh and Fourier's show, the former longtime Patriots offensive line coach believes that Elliott's skill set as a short yardage weapon, pass-catching threat and capable blocker should further bolster New England's offense. In particular, Scarnecchia thinks that Elliott and New England's top running back Ramondre Stevenson will both benefit from sharing reps in Bill O'Brien's offense. I think both those guys, Ramondre and Ezekiel Elliott, have proven that they can play in the National Football League, Scarnecchia said, as transcribed by WEI.com's Mike Kadlick. I know that Ramondre is a real threat out of the backfield and I also know that so is Elliott. The more that you can have guys that have the ability to do that, to run with speed, and power and finesse when it's required, and are able to catch the ball, I think it just gives you a two-headed monster. You put one in for the other and there's no drop-off. If you've got that ability, that's a pretty good thing. I think we're all anxious to see in which direction that goes, see what Ezekiel is like at this point in his career, the other guy we know, 3 years in the league and is on the upswing. Even though Stevenson will likely sit atop New England's depth chart, the Patriots have already thrown steady reps at Elliott during his first 2 practices with New England. After only taking part in non-contact drills on Wednesday during New England's first joint practice session against the Packers, MassLive.com's Mark Daniels had Elliott down for 14 snaps during 11 on 11 drills on Thursday in Green Bay. Elliott ran in for 2 touchdowns during a competitive practice, and also reeled in a catch from Mac Jones. 2 guys that can really make things hard for the defense, Scarnecchia said of both Stevenson and Elliott. And I always believe this, and I believe this with all my heart, good backs make the linemen better. Because they'll find the holes, especially those backs that have great vision, they'll find what's there. You usually do pretty well with guys like that. As for the state of New England's offensive line, Scarnecchia isn't hitting the panic button at this stage of the preseason. Despite last Thursday's lackluster showing against the Texans' pass rush, Scarnecchia believes that it's tough to gauge the play of a unit that is still missing a number of expected starters. I don't know how much they're struggling with their best guys out there, Scarnecchia said. We all saw what happened the other night. Look, I'm all for playing those young guys as much as you can and accelerating the growing process with those guys because 1 or 2 of those guys may end up playing this year, you never know. I would hope that here in the second preseason game and especially this week when they're practicing against Green Bay and they're not having to block Josh Uche and they're not having to block Matt Judon and those guys and all of a sudden it may get a little bit better. Or it may still be a struggle, I don't know. But I would hope that they, at this time, and certainly by next week, that things would be a lot better and more the way that they would want them to be. And you, fan? What are your expectations for these 2 players? Comment below. If you believe that the Patriots reach the playoffs firmly, leave your like here in the video. To always stay up to date with our team, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching this far, until the next video.